The president made the decision to send cluster munitions. They are banned in so many places around the world, including most of our allies. Why send them to Ukraine?
Simple. This is about keeping Ukraine in the fight. You were just there. You talked to President Zelensky about the counteroffensive, and in some ways, it's not going as fast as he would like. They are using artillery at a very accelerated rate, Martha. Many thousands of rounds per day. This is literally a gunfight in all along, from the Donbass all the way down towards Zaporizhia and Kherson. And so they're running out of inventory. We are trying to ramp up our production of the kind of artillery shells that they're using most. But that production rate is still not where we want it to be. So we're going to send these additional artillery shells that have cluster bomblets in them to help bridge the gap as we ramp up production of normal 155 artillery shells.
So,
it will keep
you're
them
sending
in the fight.
Those cluster munitions because we don't have enough of the kind of munitions they need.
That is right.
Well, a couple of questions. How dangerous, how reckless, Tony Blinken, Lloyd Austin, Joe Biden, is it for us to have depleted our substantial American need for artillery weapons? Question two, had you heard anywhere, Larry, that the Russians were using cluster munitions in Ukraine?
The last question first, no. The Russians were not using it. The U.S. was claiming they were using it as a propaganda ploy. But now going back to the first question, the United States has stripped its industrial capability. And Kirby's talking about, we're ramping up to start producing. I tell you what, by the end of next year, the United States will be in a position, in 1 year, we'll be able to produce the amount of shells that Ukraine right now is firing in 1 month. In other words, the United States is never in the foreseeable future going to produce enough artillery shells to keep Ukraine in the fight. There is no way Ukraine can sustain itself in this combat operation with the loss of manpower and equipment that it's experiencing.